Hi everyone. Today is day 29 of recording myself daily uh, during communication skills practice. So the motto of the video is going to be same as last videos. Uh, and today I'm not going to mention those points, but yeah, the one thing I find out in the last video that the start of the video was so good. I take care of all the feedbacks and all the point to improve, which I got from the last videos after doing that video. But that video becomes so long that in last I start making those mistakes again, and I was not aware during the recording of the video. But I when I reviewed it after the completing the whole video, I then understand that I again, start making the same mistake. I made the same mistake which I try to avoid during the start of the video. And the main reason I find out because the whole video becomes so long that my focus was just change from not trying to do some same mistake to try to complete as fast as I can to stop the recording. So today I try to make things short and as short as that it not put me in the situation where I stop, focusing on the main issues which I have to avoid while recording the video, which is based on the reviews which I got after reviewing all the previous videos. So the today's topic is how I decide whether a skill is worth learning or not. So I can divide this thing into two parts. The first part is would be like I would love to learn new things, new skills that make me feel good. Maybe I'm not going to use that in my daily life, in my maybe in not in my professional as well as in personal life. For an example, nowadays I'm learning harmonica. This is I'm learning harmonica. There is no use of harmonica in my personal as well as in my professional life. But I'm learning this because it makes me feel good that I started learning something which was not I never ever learned it before. I never ever tried to learn anything like this. I never ever learned in my life like I never learned any instrument, any type of instrument. So learning this thing, and when I able to proper use this, proper play this harmonica, that will give me a self confidence that I can, if I put my energy and focus in something new, even that is new form, totally new for me and hard for me to start and learn. I eventually learned that if I continuously focus on learning and that thing without focusing on the negative part of that learning, so it is I do the first thing, the first part I will say, if that is not taking too much time and that makes you feel happy and so peaceful from inside, then you should learn that. The second part would be that I'm learning a particular skill because I think that would be helpful in my personal, in my professional life. Again, I'm going to divide this second part into two parts, A and B. So the A part would be like, learning a skill is like, having how you can file a FIR in a police station, how you contact police in the case of emergency, hospital for an ambulance. So these are also the skills which is required in your daily life, in your personal life, in the time of an emergency. So these things you have to learn, you have to understand. Why? Because this is helpful. If you are going to be the main person of the house, or a person who makes so that everything goes go good in their surrounding, in their family, then you have this understanding and this skills of talking with police, talking with doctors, with government employees, with bankers, like to solve your this sort of problem, which helps you to live more smoothly and peacefully. The second part, which is B part, those skills which is required in your professional life. Like if you are working in a particular company for a particular role, if you're working as a software engineer, so you have the basic, and you at least have, as a fresher or as a college student who just pass out, have basic understanding of computer, of coding, of programming, problem solving, and communication skills. So you have to decide, okay, my next 5 year, I'm going to work for this particular role in corporate, in basically in IT corporate, because there's a lot of change in technology and in the demand and supply. You have to change. Sometimes you have to change your whole field from one field to you have to go to the next field. In engineering, this is so common. So you have to understand what is required for next 5 years for this particular role where you for which you're going to work. For you, even if you have to switch from one field to different field, you have to switch from one role to different role, you have to switch from one company to different company. You have to understand that what is the like common fundamental thing which is going to be common, which you have those skills, like you have to skilled in that skill, for that particular skill, that is communication skills, that would be learning new stuff, and how you start learning new stuff, how fast you change that phase of learning to apply those learning in solving real world IT problems, solving those problems for which you hired in that particular role, on that particular like in that company. Okay, so the second would be like the learning skills. The third, how like the problem solving skills and that skills. So whenever you're going to learn new skills, like that could be a AI, programming, problem solving, how business works, how economy works around any company, any demand, uh, okay, any new technology like AI and all. So you have to understand what is the next five, how my next 5 year would be, and based on that, you learn all the fundamentals. Because if there is some change which you don't know previously and you learn that thing, maybe they're not going to be worthful now. You have to learn new things based on the new demand, but the fundamental is always going to be same. For IT people, you have to at least have understanding of 5 or 4 mathematics topics: calculus, algebra, statistics, probability. So these 4 or 5 topics are going to be common. Like their need will always be there. So these are fundamentals. Programming language, Python, Java will be there. You may change the role, you may change the company, but the fundamental will going to be same. So fundamentals will always be worth learning. Those skills which is fundamental skills, you have to learn that. And how you can decide is that what is the demand of next 5 year, or how, like what would be the demand. Okay, you have to analyze the market trend, how new technology is coming in the market, which new technology going to boom in next few years, and you can do something in that. How money will flow, where money will flow. The day you understand how money flow, where will and where money is flowing. The day you will find out and decide more better to learn new skills, new things. So yeah, that's all for this video for today.